Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lucky Ones. My name is Jules. This is the LuckDown. Can you believe it, guys? We're on episode number 37 of this thing. That means we've been in lockdown for like 37 weeks. I don't know, a lot of weeks, a lot of times. And we're bringing you, as always, positivity, good vibes, a little bit of information and good news stories and good news people just to kind of get you through the lockdown process. And we have like a really, really big week this week. We're going to be showing you a little sneak peek into that later as the band Good Luck. And we've got a super cool show lined up for you actually this week, guys. It's like something a little bit different. I mean, oh, hello.
How's it
Hello.
going?
He's already just gate crashing here. Look who's on my set today, guys. This is Jack Parow, the man himself, if you didn't know.
I brought some brandy.
Oh, you brought some brandy.
Yes.
Thank you.
And you also fucking streaming to my thing as well,
I
eh?
know, so say hello to your
It's
friends,
super
brother.
fancy. They were obviously like,
They're
people
like,
that
who's
were
the girl
on.
in the
It
punk
was like,
there?
what the fuck can you
What the
on?
fuck
You want
can
to
you on?
hijack.
Listen, now we must also we're also streaming to our platform. Our Good Luck's a little bit goody. That's cool. That's fine. We've got for our like goody fans. He's gonna try. I've got a little challenge. He's gonna try, and every time you want to say "yara fuck," you're gonna say "yara."
But you just said it. I didn't fucking
Sorry,
say
I know I
it.
didn't. That's my bad. There you go. Yeah, maybe I need it more than you, but try. I don't know. Try. It doesn't actually matter. If you get it, you get it. But listen, I'm gonna now.
And still say shit behind it, like push and shit like that. It's just behind, only behind it.
Only behind. Listen, now, can I just murder your lovely para brandy there with a little bit of
Yeah, you
of
can.
Coke? Is
Of
that
course.
fine?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I just drink it clean
it's
because
so nice.
Coke makes me too thick. And then I have to fucking.
Dude, I'm already duck. Cheers. Thank you for bringing this.
I'm gonna
so
get you
excited.
drunk though. Then
That's
the Good
fine.
Luck page is gonna get much more street cred from you fucking dancing here drunk.
Oh, you know me too well. We're gonna actually talk about something close to my heart, but we'll get to it. A little quick story, a little quick intro to myself and Zonda's relationship. I think my highlight moment with you was when we had you at Get Lucky Summer, which is an all family affair. And I did one of those horrible things that I know promoters do sometimes. And they're like, listen, dude, family, kids, can you like tone down the swearing? And then you did your thing. You got into your show and you were like amping the crowd and they were getting amped and you weren't swearing, to be very well behaved. But then you were like, no, bro, people want to hear my show.
I did like what, like 3/4 of a song.
Yeah,
and I was like,
then you were like, then you came to me on the side and I'm standing there and you came like, you're like, Jules, and you were sweating and you were like crazy. You're like, come on, Jules. Surely by now I can say boss, man. And I was just like, go for it, dude. And then you killed your show and it was such a vibe.
it was like a
It was
fucking stage
lekker.
dive. It was a jewel
It
there.
was a joy at Sparks. Remember, we were sitting on fire.
Feels such a long time ago now
It
with this
does.
fucking crazy time we're
I
in,
know,
huh?
man. Don't you miss it?
I do miss it. I must say though that fucking I've finally like fucking rested like a lot.
Okay.
Because you know fucking
chill.
we were like fucking like two shows a week fucking flying and traveling, and you know in South Africa fucking you rarely fucking drive.
Beep. Yeah.
Sorry. I'll just keep it like that. That's the only way, because it's like every few seconds. I'll be like, I'll hurt myself if I have to do it.
Okay.
But it's always a flyer, eh? So it's like just finally fucking like resting. I know it's cuck and there's a lot of cuck things about it, but it was just like good
It's good
resting.
to zen.
Yeah,
You know, I've
that's
got
why like
isolation.
I've been asking people to just, like I said, fucking put some black eyeliner or something here in my eye so I don't look so good. So I just
you
look
really
more
good.
like
You are
Babalas.
glowing. Now, but I come to rest now. One of the things I've been doing with you, I've been doing a lot of the CBD oil, which actually we're going to chat to now. Are you a CBD fan?
I used to be. I'm on the mushrooms now.
Okay.
Like I don't I like the dacha.
I've upgraded.
No, I smoked a lot of dacha when I was young, but then I just kind of switched over to the psychedelics a bit more. But
There's
now and then,
there's a lot of
now
cool,
and then.
a lot of cool literature on that. And we were talking to the guy. I'm sure you know him, TonyBudden. He's from the Hemporium. He's the guy who studies like the godfather of hemp in South Africa.
I remember Emporium. I was always buy like herbalies and stuff.
Yeah, great guy. So we're gonna chat to him now on the lockdown, guys, and we're gonna be back with Jack Parow. Sorry. Oh, you know, I'm used to it.
It's about tomorrow.
A tomato. There we go. We'll be back with him on the couch. We're going to chat about his very exciting concert coming up. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. This is TonyBudden from Hemporium, live in the lockdown. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you, Jules.
I'm very happy that you're here.
It's good to be here. It's good to be out of the house.
Very nice to have you. So listen, now you've been passionate about the hemp plant for many, many years. We obviously all know you from the Hemporium days. And so just tell me a little bit about the hemp plant and what is it used for?
Okay, firstly, I'm going to correct you just that there is not actually anything called the hemp plant.
Okay,
Hemp,
sorry.
it's hemp.
It's hemp, not
but
a plant.
The plant is cannabis.
Aha.
And all cannabis can give you hemp products.
Okay.
But hemp is like a descriptive term that refers to the non-psychoactive uses of cannabis. So the fiber, the food, the building materials, the oils that you can use for varnishes and for cosmetics, that kind of thing. They're the hemp products, and you get them from the cannabis plant. And what hemp has come to also refer to is low THC varieties of cannabis, so ones that you can't use possibly to get high. Also, over at least 10,000 years of known history of humans using this plant, certain varieties have been developed for better fiber or for better seed production or to make you high. And that's where it's kind of separated, where the hemp varieties give you the fiber and the seeds, and the marijuana or dacha or weed gives you the high THC. And THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol, and that's the psychoactive compound in the cannabis plant.
So interesting. So tell me, for those of us who have heard of this term CBD, okay, but we don't quite understand what it means or why it's different, how would you explain that to someone?
So CBD was pretty much only discovered in the last about 30, 40 years by researchers, and then by people who grew cannabis for potency. They figured out that CBD has an opposite effect of THC. It actually calms you down.
Okay.
People say sometimes that CBD is not psychoactive, but that's not actually necessarily true. It's not psychoactive like THC is psychoactive, but it's psychoactive in that it calms you down, where THC stimulates you.
Okay.
And the guys who were smoking the plant and growing for as strong as possible, they tried to breed out CBD of the plant because they wanted the super potent weed.
Sure.
They get more money if they're selling it. It's, less product to transport. But they were also messing a little bit with the plant, and they're taking out what was there naturally to balance that effect.
The yin and the yang.
The yin and the yang,
Yeah,
exactly.
I love it,
THC makes you high. The plant also gave you the CBD in it to counter some of that high. So if you needed to take it medically, you could take more because you wouldn't get to the psychosis.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe, when they started messing with that balance, that we started seeing more psychoses or links to schizophrenia and that, because they messed with the balance of the plant. So what happened when they discovered that CBD had certain healing properties on its own, with this calming down effect of helping with seizures, with pain, autism, Alzheimer's, a lot of the nervous system issues. They looked for it again, and they couldn't find it so much in what the guys were growing to get high with. They found it in hemp. And hemp has a higher ratio of CBD to THC.
Okay.
So that's also why if you smoke the hemp varieties, you don't get high.
That
you don't get that. You'll still get a calming effect, but without the psychostimulation.
So what are some of the uses for CBD? Obviously, we know people take it for cancer treatments. They take it for health benefits. Are there other uses for it?
So we see, obviously, a lot of people using it for just general calming, anxiety, sleep, and that, especially on the low doses that we're allowed to legally sell here in South Africa. They've almost given us a pretty much at the therapeutic threshold where we're allowed to sell legally, because anything more than that, if we say it helps with cancer, or we say it stops seizures, we've got to prove that, and that's billions of rands in clinical trials.
Sure.
So they only allow us to sell low dose, and we say general well-being claims. But the biggest story was around two twins in America, and it was this episode done on when CBD first broke out on YouTube by a doctor called Dr. Sanjay Gupta. And he was he was the medical liaison for CNN, and he did a series on this girl who had this thing called Dravet syndrome, which is multiple seizures a day. And her twin was fine. She was progressing normally, and the other twin, this twin with the seizures, was brain damaged and everything. And they gave her CBD, and her seizures stopped pretty much, or went right down to like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And they documented that, and that was published. That was on CNN. So it went around the world, and everyone goes, okay, CBD for seizures. But then you still got to prove that. And it's not every type of seizures, and it's not all kids.
Sure.
And all of a sudden that, brought it to the forefront, and everyone's going, okay, well, how do we get this? What is it good for? And then the suspicion of a lot of people going, oh, this is just a front. This is just people trying to legalize weed and now saying it's medical, or saying that like this is a gateway almost. They call cannabis a gateway drug, but they think CBD is a gateway to THC.
Yeah.
But also what they discovered, the more research they've done, is it is helping across the board.
Yeah.
Because it has this effect on what they call the postsynaptic feedback system. So it helps your brain get better messages from your body.
Okay.
Well, cannabis as a whole pretty much does that. If you look at someone who smokes a joint, if they're thirsty, they get what's called the drochies. You get very dry mouth. You want to go drink 2 liters of water.
Is it because you were actually thirsty to begin with?
You were thirsty to begin with. If you're hungry,
I'm always thirsty.
You get the munchies. Everyone wants to go and off to KFC or whatever to go get food, but chances are they hadn't had a decent meal before, or and if you're in a room full of intense energy, like it's really loud, lots of people, you smoke a joint, you want to get out of there because your system's telling you this is intense. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling paranoid, or want to get out of here. But all those situations existed before you had the cannabis. It wasn't the cannabis causing it. It just amplifies. It helps your brain get better feedback from what's going on.
Which would be the same if you have a sickness.
Exactly. So if you've got something like a tumor that's hiding in your kidney and you've got no pain,
your body's not recognizing it.
Your body's not. It's hiding there.
Yeah.
The chances are, if you're using cannabis, CBD or THC, if you're using it, that message is going to get through, and your brain will activate your own healing.
That's incredibly interesting.
It's
so
almost the opposite of what we've gone to, because nowadays, if you go to the normal doctor, what's the first thing you get? Painkiller.
Put the symptom on the thing. Yeah. They say that the Chinese say it's like painting the tree is dying. It's like painting the leaves of the tree green.
No, well,
not going to the root.
So obviously opiates are awesome for killing pain. We know this, but also pain is there for a reason.
Yeah.
It's a marker that there's a problem. It's telling your brain, sort me out, give me, dopamine, endorphins, all my own painkillers, all my own healing, sort it out. So if you're killing your pain, you're stopping the messages getting to your brain. No matter what you're fighting, you're going to be at worse off. So cannabis is the opposite. It's actually elevating those messages, saying, let me feel the pain, and my body will react in the way that's appropriate. So it changes. It's a much more holistic way of looking at healing. And that's why, if you think that that's the mechanism, that's why it's helping for autism, pain, Alzheimer's, seizures, whatever, cancer, it's just helping your brain get better messages.
So fascinating. But now, of course, if I'm say I'm suffering with cancer and I'm taking CBD oil as one of the therapies that I've chosen to do, and I'm doing that every night. Just an interesting question. Can I get stopped in a drug test? Will it show up in a drug test? And then second half of the question is, are there any downsides or negatives that you feel to taking CBD?
Okay. So the first question, if you're taking the products that are sold locally and legally, you won't get stopped in a drug test, because the drug test tests for THC.
Okay.
And to be sold legally in South Africa, they've set the limit for THC at 10 parts per million in your product. So like really trace amounts. It's like it's ridiculous. It's almost impossible to get that low, and that's why our products are so expensive.
Yeah.
Because they've got to be so processed to remove all of that THC out of the. Even hemp has a little bit of THC, and now you've got to do isolation and distillation and everything to get rid of that THC to make it a compliant product, and it ends up costing 1,000 rand, which should be cost like 200 rand or 300 rand maximum. So you won't get a positive on a drugs test for THC if you're buying a compliant product. But saying that, I believe in what's called the entourage effect, and that ideally we should have a little bit of THC in our CBD products as well, because the plant works better as a whole.
The yin and the yang.
Yeah, nothing is presented in nature in isolation.
Totally.
Our food is all complex. Everything we eat is complex. So as soon as you start isolating, so just CBD, the chances of your body recognizing it properly and distributing it around the body are less, because it's some isolated molecule that it doesn't know for sure, is this food, is it a nutrient, what do I do with it?
Yeah.
Where if you present it with the terpenes, which are the flavors in cannabis, the smells, if you present it with the other cannabinoids, it's complex, it will be delivered better, so your bioavailability is better. So then you could fail a drug test then if you're taking something that's got some THC in. But as I said, the legal products people don't have to worry about, but you are sacrificing a little bit of efficacy by removing the THC. That's there's quite a bit of research to show that. Yeah. And then the downside,
I don't think there are any downsides, but I don't know if there are
look,
any. I suppose excess of anything.
The only some people I've seen have a different effect, and everyone is different. This is one of the things we're finding, everyone reacts differently and has a different system. And some people actually are getting stimulated by CBD. They seem to, their heart goes a bit faster and that kind of thing. But I also, again, believe that that's showing up something else that they're feeling, their anxiety or their thought patterns that are then now amplified again. You're like, and that's with any psychoactive substance is often things that are running in the background of your mind get amplified. And you've got to then face that. What is the cause of that? So again, it's going to show you there's an issue here, and I need to go to the cause.
Step up and,
So it's again breaking this model of here's a pill, I'm sick, I'm going to take this pill and it's going to sort me out. To here's a substance that's going to help me identify what is wrong with me or what needs attention, where my dis-ease is.
And my body can.
And then I need to work with it.
Well, my mind and my body.
Yeah, exactly, because they're so connected.
It's not just only about your body. So if somebody is interested and keen to try, obviously, there are loads of products out there in the market. What should they look out for? What makes a CBD oil a good one?
So I definitely look for what's called broad spectrum. Full spectrum products include some THC, and unfortunately, we're not allowed to sell that in South Africa legally. So at least go for broad spectrum, which means there might be some CBN, CBG, other cannabinoids in there. There are over 100 cannabinoids that have been identified now. So, and then your terpenes. It's amazing the science of how smells affect our bioavailability. Aromatherapists have been telling us us this for years, and we're only figuring it out. That how really.
It's really weird.
And it's not the Rona.
No, it's been for years. Unless I've had Rona for like 6 years, I don't know.
Early adopter. So that sense of how our bodies then absorb nutrients and medicines by accepting it as close to nature as possible. So find those broad spectrum products, and then also I would really look for products that have got a COA, a certificate of analysis, that they've actually been tested. So what's in the product is on the label, and what's on the label is in the product.
Just to make it very easy for people, do you know any recommended?
I would recommend Elixinol is one brand that's from the States, and Oil Science is another. Both available at Hemporium. We try and vet all the products that we sell and make sure that they are
putting
compliant.
the website here, guys. Go and check it out.
And just to make sure that people are getting what they pay for, because there are, unfortunately, with any craze like this, there are going to be charlatans who are jumping on, and especially with your point on the drug test. If you are a pilot or you're someone who works with heavy machinery and you're buying some nondescript bottle of someone, and yes, that person might think they're providing you with something that is healing because it's got some THC in, but they're putting you at risk as well. So
and just speaking about CBD products, sometimes you can go, and now you see there's like crazes everywhere. You can buy like a CBD lollipop or a piece of chocolate, or you can go and have a pizza with a CBD pizza, because it's become a little bit sort of popular and a little bit fatty in a way. What are your thoughts? Are you still getting the same benefits if I eat a slice of CBD pizza as if I take the oil, or is it different?
I would say you are getting some benefit always, but not the same benefit. The best way that I've seen is sublingually, like hold the oil in your mouth for up to a minute for the mucous membranes to absorb it directly into your bloodstream. The minute you're putting something like, say, on that pizza, you're now competing in your stomach with the oils, with the cheese, with the everything else, and the bioavailability will be much lower than if you hold it in your mouth or take it on an empty stomach. So a lot of those are fairly gimmicky and at such low doses that there is going to be a therapeutic threshold where below that you're not going to get any benefit. I'm
going to ask you this question. Obviously, the Department of Justice has recently passed a bill that is kind of opening up the cannabis industry to a certain extent. Is it really open? Are there still barriers to entry? Talk to me a little bit about that.
So what happened a few years ago in the Constitutional Court, we won a case on the right to privacy. So I was an expert witness in both the trials that got us there. And it was quite interesting because the judge actually said in his judgment, Judge Davis here in the Western Cape High Court said, I found a place where our laws are not in alignment with the Constitution, and that is the right to privacy, that as an adult, we should be able to choose what we put in and on our body in the safety of our own home,
Totally.
in our private space, if we're not harming anyone else. And it's proven now that it's less harmful than a lot of other things that we do on a daily basis or that people are legally doing. We should be able to do that. But he said quite clearly, this is not the only place that it might infringe on our constitutional rights. We've got a right to economic activity, we've got a right to healthcare, all of the rights to religious freedom, like the Rastafarians, that kind of thing. But he stopped on going to all those places. He said, my job as a judge is just to find one place. Parliament is supposed to then go on and find all the other places. So up to now, justice has done the bare minimum by saying, right to privacy, you can have X amount of plants at home. You can have X amount of grams of cannabis at home. You can have X amount in your pocket in public, but you're not allowed to. You have to grow in a private space and you have to use in a private space. And what they're not looking at, first of all, obviously, is that most of our population do not have a private space to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
They don't have a garden with a big wall that people can't get into. So that would be illegal.
Or even a house on land that they own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your landlord doesn't agree, or you live with 4 other families on a plot, like most people do in the poorer townships. They might have someone who disagrees. They're going to still have to buy on the streets or use on the streets. So they're still going to be criminalized. With rich people with a nice big house and a couple living at home, they can smoke freely and they can grow nice, like in the garden. But we're still going to see a lot of poorer people getting criminal records, getting arrested, going to jail. That's not serving any of us, because the worst thing we can give someone in this country at the moment is a criminal record. So it's the minimum that they've done for now, and it's negating the opportunity that we have in South Africa of the tax money that we would see from a legitimate industry, the jobs, the foreign direct investment, the health benefits. We have a country, a lot of people can't afford chemo. We have something that might not.
And also, not to get into it, but chemo is like 90% unsuccessful. And I mean, Ben's mum is a good example. She shrunk her stage 5, tumor that was inoperable for breast cancer down to inoperable size with just using natural products and cannabis oil and then cut out. And it was almost like she'd done the chemo. Would she have survived? Probably not. I don't know.
This is the thing that I steer very clear from calling it a cure.
Yeah.
But I've seen people cure themselves on it.
Yes,
and in the very least, if you've got something
that recognizes,
that if someone's got, even if they're on chemo, that they're sleeping better, they're not nauseous, they're eating better, they've got the munchies, they're not in so much pain, and they're not as anxious, and they have the will to live. Because the difference between cannabis products and opiate products is cannabis keeps your sense of humor. It keeps you present. You want to see your family. You want to survive, where opiates are so effective that you're in your cotton wool world where your life doesn't become that important. The most important thing is your next hit
from your body,
of opium. You take the pain away. So just those 5 things. Forget a cure. If you've got someone who's dying, who's feeling better, eating better, sleeping better, that should mean that it's one of the best medicines on earth. Just that. Yeah. Regardless of whether it gives them another 5 years. If the last 5 months are spent feeling better, that should be one of the best, the most popular medicines. And we are seeing it happening. And the most amazing thing is it's not marketed to us. It's all word of mouth. It's all anecdotal evidence of someone saying it worked for me, or it's worked for my friend's mom, or it worked for my mom.
Yeah.
And the medical side has changed the whole story, because you'll find, for us with the hemp story, it's taken us a long time to convince people that this is better than cotton. The hemp bricks are better than clay and cement. Your hemp seed oil is good omega fatty acids, or the protein is better than meat protein. All of those things. You don't find people going to march with us about, I want another protein source.
Yeah.
But when your mom's sick or your kid's having seizures, you will break the law to get that medicine that you've heard about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've seen that shift over the last few years.
For me, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing,
Thank you.
and keep rocking that cause. If anyone wants to get in touch with you just to find out more, because we have a very short amount of time, and obviously we could chat about this probably for like 3 hours, let alone 20 minutes. Where can we get in touch?
Okay, so first of all, me personally, you can, Tony@hemporium.com is my email address, but Hemporium SA on Facebook and Insta. We put a lot of information there, but I also urge people to go to fieldsofgreenforall.org.za. That's an NGO or NPO in South Africa, really pushing for legislation change. They've written an amazing manifesto that covers all the aspects of a legal regulated industry, from growing to clubs to dispensaries, everything that put a lot of effort into that. And then also obviously Cannabis Development Council, that kind of thing. So they're what I'm happy about is for a long time I was one of the lone voices out there as a pioneer. It was hard work convincing people. The next wave is coming. There are more and more people fighting for this plant than ever before, and more people using it. So we're seeing it's a lot easier to find information now than ever before. But obviously it's, sometimes I get a bit disheartened because I realize there's still a lot of work
A long way to go.
Yeah, but
Totally. But
the opportunities for South Africa for jobs, houses, food, healing, investment, especially now coming out of the time of Rona, like we really need everything that we can get, and we have one of the biggest amount of traditional farmers of this plant in the world, the biggest history written about. Van Riebeck wrote about the Khoi and the San using Dacha. Van der Stel wrote about it. The Eastern Cape is full of growers who know how to grow it. They know how to grow it with no pesticides, no irrigation. Like they really learned it from their father. So. Those traditional growers need to be included. We can't just make this like a pharmaceutical grade unless you've got 30 or 50 million you can get involved.
Let the people do it.
And govern the outcome, not the plant. Control what you're making out of it. If you're making a medicine, yes, there needs to be good manufacturing practices and that. But if you're making textiles out of hemp, it's a whole different story. Then you can go, and people can literally grow their own houses. I've seen it. Amazing. I've been to a farm in the UK where the farmer grew his own hemp, processed his own hemp, and built a beautiful 2-story house off a hectare and a half of land. And the next year he could grow another house on that land.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's the future, guys.
And people in grass houses wouldn't throw stones.
No, not at all. Thank you so much for your time.
It is a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And I'll be on the LuckDown, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners are going to be in touch with you soon. Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you so much. Boom.
Whoa!
Yes.
4-20. 4-20. Like I didn't know that. First of all, I'm topping myself up. Second of all, I'm a seriously serious lightweight, but it's fine.
And that dude's surname is Baden.
Baden.
I wish you probably wish you had a Baden to stop him from fucking talking so much, huh? That took so long. I had like 7
I know. I'm thinking about your Facebook page, and they're thinking like, who's this random chick with the blue hair?
Yeah, like 7 people WhatsApped me and said like fuck, someone hacked into your Facebook.
Yeah, it's a hack. That's what I was thinking too. Anyway, listen, I'm a bit drunk from your Parow brandy. This is dangerous, but it's lovely. I like
brandy.
it. It's nice, brandy.
Yeah.
It's nice. Listen.
Suits you.
It suits me.
Got color. You got good color.
I do. Nice pink cheeks. Listen, okay. I didn't know this, right? 4-20, it's a code name for weed. I don't know this. I learned something new every day. I learned this today, in fact.
420.
420. You have a 420 on your site.
Yes, I know that there's 420s.
Yeah. So talk to me, because I mean, you listen, what I'm trying to get to, you sell merch, you do comic books, you've been in movies, you produce your own TV show, you have your own concerts, you do shit on CakeNet, and you shall we call you an entrepreneur?
Yes, that brand is working for you, huh? It's doing fucking well for you. Fucking well for you.
Tell me about your life, bro. You just do too much. I can't keep up.
Fuck, yeah. Yeah, I dig doing stuff. I like being busy. So, and I'm lucky enough to have like of people around me that are always amped to do fun stuff. So, so it kind of comes across my way a lot of the time. And I've also got a bunch of really cool friends and really cool people, as I said. So if I'm like, I want to make a fucking brandy, then they fucking make that brandy, then we make it. And then my fans are always, because I also I'll never put something else that's like not like, especially a brandy. This is a really good brandy.
It's a good one.
So I always take care putting like a lot of quality into it. So that's the thing. And I feel really lucky that I can do fun stuff. Like I've got a brandy. Like fuck, if no one buys it, I've got brandy for the rest of my life. I can drink forever.
Brandy, you've got.
I can drink the sorrows.
Can we talk
into my grave?
I love it. Yeah. Can we talk about your veldskone?
Yes, they're lekker.
This is very cool. This is epic.
So another one of my chommies,
Puma.
They made valleys for me.
Valleys.
But before I show them, and also I wanted to say one thing.
Just hold up. Wait. This is an international brand. How did you convince them to make veldscones?
Well, I've been They were the first people that before everything, before I got famous or any of that stuff, they came to me, supported me. Like 13, I've been with him for 13 years.
We used to be with him too, and I remember us going to the drops and collecting like a free shirts.
Yeah. So I'm still with him. 13 years later.
You're a good brand ambassador.
And now, and because they've made great stuff, you know, I'm also very loyal. So if someone supports me, I will support them forever. So they've made these, which are fucking boss.
They are so legit. Can I
and
put one
got
on?
like a little fucking logo on their shit with my logo.
That's so cool.
Which is fucking rad. See, there's like a 10-year
logo. These are proper boots, dude, and they're leather.
They velskoenen, yeah, they're
proper
lekker.
Leather. Can
they're
I put
proper.
One on?
Yes, you can. Go for it. But they sold out in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Dude, that's even better than the tennis when like for Rafael Fadal and Nadal and whatever came here. Look, they look quite good.
What was it? 3 minutes long?
I think no. And your fault's gonna beat them. Yeah, I'm saying.
I thought I sold quicker than they gained.
I know, they did. They did.
Yes. If they came all this way and fucking all these people paid to watch them play tennis and it's only 3 minutes long, I'll fucking... We're almost on the same place. We're going. We're getting there.
It's your Brandy's fault. Anyway, okay, dude, this is really cool.
Yeah, but I'm actually, there's no more left. We've got one size of each pair left.
Okay, so what are we doing with these? Are we
giving away? So people can buy tickets to the show that I'm doing here. Okay, and guys, I want to fucking tell you, I'm so impressed with this fucking place. It's going to be fun. I get to play with my full band, which is really rad. I haven't played with them since like February, which is really nice. You know, I did a show on my Facebook, but from my house a little while ago.
It was a little bit B grade. I'm not going to. It was cool. It was cool. I'm not going to take a grade away from us. You were amazing.
In the face,
but we are bringing our A-team production.
I want you to take the amount of mushrooms I took before that show and try and make it. And
that was a great show.
Not about the mushrooms, but
Listen, it was a great show. But it was like from your house with the green screen that you were still fiddling with when the cameras turned on, by the way. Now,
but that was all part of the plan.
That was all part of the plan. It's all very you. But this is very exciting because as if you don't know by now, we are doing a massive fucking, where's the pedal? Jack Parow concert here with his full band. He hasn't done it since when? March?
Yeah, full band I haven't. Yeah, February actually, because I took time off to kind of start working on some other stuff, and then all this stuff happened, and that was it.
So you haven't done a full band since then?
Yeah, so I haven't done it in so
you're doing
long.
A big ass show. We're bringing his blow up everything, the blow up Parow, like crazy, huge, massive.
How cool is that thing, eh?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And a brandy bottle, and we're going to be doing G&Ts. We've got a bar downstairs. You're going to have cocktails. It's going to be crazy, guys. If you haven't got tickets to this Friday. Trust me, it's going to be Joel. We've actually decided collectively that because people are, things are opening up, but people are going jawling till 10. You have to be home by 10. We've pushed it a little bit later. Yes. So it's starting at 9.
Also because people aren't, it's like weird for them to watch me at 7. It's like they wait to
they need to have a few
the melatonin and stuff, and the adrenaline hasn't, and the booze hasn't kicked in enough.
Exactly. So that's what's happening. You're going to be live just below me, underneath the floor. Like we have a studio downstairs. It's insane. He's gonna be playing with his full band. You must get your tickets right now. Don't wait till the last minute. Get your tickets right now. Support the music, the fucking music. Support it. We're gonna see you there Friday.
Changing, eh?
You're changing. It's a brandy. I don't talk like this normally.
That's like one brandy.
One brandy.
One brandy. I can fight all these O's.
So just quickly talk to me about your show, though.
It's gonna be like I went and we do all the eats, we do all the lekker goeters. It's obviously, as I said, really special to be playing with my band again. So which I'm moose amped for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's rough and onbeskof, and it's hard and it's wild and it's high energy. We've got visual. Sorry, got visuals behind me.
I love this.
But this time I'm not green screening. This time I got a little lekker projector.
Yeah.
Short throw. We'll throw that up
visuals.
there. Yeah, visuals and just a fucking
it's
cool
gonna
vibe.
Look, I can tell you guys, it's gonna be another level of production.
It's a high energy. I think it's difficult. That's what I kind of from the start realized is, it's not easy to stream the stuff because you can't get. I like that high energy. My show's very high energy, so I wanted to get that stuff. And everyone's rushing and fucking sitting on the edge of their bed in their underpants playing fucking guitar and shit. And I was like, this is my vibe. So I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna have my first show was that one. I'm gonna fucking do my first show on my own. Just have a Joel, give it to people for free. My chummies Jagermeister were nice enough, and a bunch of other people fucking just jumped in and we did this fucking like a show, which I'm super proud of because I ran that show on my own.
Solo, bro.
I don't have 17 people like you have here. They're all around here. do it powdering and shit. It was just me. and then over stream decks and shit. So it was I'm super proud that it got up and built that stuff. But then I was like, okay, the next thing I want to do is take it up fucking
29,
to a next level.
Yeah, no.
And bring in my band and do a lekker fucking jaw. So I'm super excited.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be here. I'm head of catering. That's my job. I just feed people. I mean, that's my job.
You can also have some brandies and just come sing stuff.
No,
like Cooler as Ekke and stuff like
I?
that. Yeah,
Can I do
just
background
come in.
vocals?
Yeah, come do everything you want.
I might get crash the stream. Tune in. That'll be extra special, guys. So Friday, it's going to be epic. This Friday, don't miss it. Get your tickets now. The link is here. The link is also in the comments. Click it, buy it. 100 Rand.
Ons gaan poes dronk raak en dit gaan poes lekker wees. That is actually all I have to say about the show. It's going to be fucking groot pret.
Exactly. Going to be epic, guys. It's going to be so much fun. And then, speaking of just everything, I'm going to just ask you one more question. Like, lockdown's been hectic, man. And I think there's two types of artists. There's artists that have just been like dive and artists that have been like thrive, you know? And I know you aren't the kind of person to dive. You're the kind of person who just like takes the bull by the horns and you just do your best, you know? How have you felt? Like, honestly, how have you, just be real, like vent. Tell us. How's it been for you?
It's obviously hectic because you kind of are so used to playing like fucking shows and that adrenaline and that whole vibe and just like people and fucking going from like seeing like fucking 10,000 people to seeing like no one is like quite intense. So I think it's your body almost is in shock for a while, like that you just stop because we were playing shows like fucking two shows a week, as I said. So it's very hectic going from that to just nothing. So like as I said, I think I caught up with a lot of rest, which was really rad. And I've just been doing, I'm lucky that I have a lot of, as I said, cool sponsors that looked after me well, and I do a lot of social stuff, and I have great fans that support me. So I'm very lucky, and I feel lucky about that because I've had all that support since the start. And I smoked some brandy when it was like the band was around, and I did all kinds of fucked up stuff.
Dude, I saw your advert, and we have to push that in. Do you have that advert where it was like 100 Rand, then it was like 800 Rand, and it was like 150 Rand, and it was like 800 Rand, and it was like 100. I don't know. It was it was a great ad.
Because fucking that's what happened.
You were smoking. You were, can we put it in? There we go. There it is. You see where it is? That 107, 89, 99, whatever. I can't really see, my eyes a bit sore.
Yeah, how can you even see that? That is incredible.
But anyway, there it is. That side. There goes 100 and something, 800, blah blah blah. But that was all Cyril's doing. So you made a bit of bank there, dude. Allegedly. No one talks about it. I love your vibe, guys. Okay, my name is Jules. I'm from the band Good Luck. In case you're watching on the Jack Parow page, you think we've been hacked. You haven't been hacked. I host this show called The LuckDown on our page every week.
Is it on my page as well?
Yeah, it is. We hacked your page. Sorry.
Dang.
Anyway, listen. So we are the band Good Luck, and we have this little diary. We have a crazy time. We also, like you, we just keep going somehow. And anyway, this is what we got up to this week. We're going to just quickly throw to that for a couple minutes, and then we'll be back with this man to chat about what's going on Friday, and then wrapping up with a performance. We're actually going to play a performance from you, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Playing up with some music. So this is first up, the Good Luck Diary on the LuckDown. We have the A-team of band arriving today in the studio. I'm so excited. We're starting the Unplugged album, and we're working with some of the best musicians in Cape Town, and it's going to be really fun. I don't know how we're going to have all those people in our studio, but we're going to try. And yeah, it should be a real vibe. Looking forward to making some music. Ryan on the bass.
What's up?
And this is Lumiano. Say it for me properly.
Lumiano.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
I'm Jules.
Hi, Jules.
Oh, Trouble's here. Trouble's in the building.
And the blank canvas.
Aha.
Yeah, ready to be filled.
It's gonna be a crazy day at the studio today, eh?
Yeah, super busy. We got streaming downstairs, pre-production upstairs. Really exciting.
It's gonna be mad. Let's do it.
So close to you, close to you, close to you, close to you, I can taste it.
Okay, we're here for our live stage technician's surprise 21st birthday. He's about to arrive. Check it out. You're around the corner. Let's go. Surprise!
So we're working on a secret song with a very famous South African artist, and we're here at the studio to start working on it. Come check on the show with me.
Same day, different studio. Why? Load shedding, guys. So what happens? We get load shedded in Muizenberg and now we're in Woodstock. So artists, you know, we don't let ESCOM hold us down. We just make a plan. Oh, we're back with Jack Parow in a Modissa AC. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Jules, guys. I'm from the band GoodLuck. This is our show called the LuckDown, in case you have no clue what's going on. If you're watching in from the Jack Parow page, we are going to be streaming a sick live show here, right here in the studio. It's going to be epic. But also, I'm streaming my birthday party. Are you coming to my birthday party?
Maybe.
I hope you do, boo.
I would love to.
I think you need to bring this Parow brand.
When is it?
It's on the. Okay, so it's an interesting one.
Okay, go.
I was born on the 11th of September, 9/11. Bit of a day. People don't like that day anymore.
So you changed your birthday.
No, I made it the 12th of September. So anyway, I'm having a big party on the 12th of September. Cool. Rooftop Jaw. First time we're actually doing a live show for a real audience.
Oh, nice.
So we've got 40 tickets available. Anyone who wants to come. We're also live streaming the show. Comment. You can check it out. There we go. There's the light. It's my birthday. You're invited. You can stream the show. It's a bit weird because we're running it through Patreon. I just want to clear something up because a lot of our fans have been a bit confused. We're using this birthday party to literally launch our Patreon account. Okay, so what it means is you can sign up. $5, $15, you can stream. This is boring. I know, sorry. $30, you can come to the event. If after the party you're done with us, you never want to see us again, you can unsubscribe. You can unsubscribe and you never have to deal with me again. But if you actually like what we're doing and you want to hear,
what is Patreon? Is that like OnlyFans?
It's exactly.
People
that can get early content. We're going to release our album early on
Special
Patreon. Special content behind the scenes. Maybe we're going to have like another few shots of brandy after now, and then we're going to put that on Patreon.
I don't know if you want to put that on. That sounds more like you should put it on OnlyFans.
Exactly. Well, we only have Patreon, so we're going to do it on Patreon. So if you want to sign up for my birthday party, tickets are here. Grab your tickets. It's going to be cool. It's at the Radisson in Cape Town. So
fancy. Fuck it.
Very fancy, bro.
Yes.
But listen, can we just, okay, that's my event. That's my little birthday party. He has to come.
Enough about that.
Enough about that. We're not here for that. We're here for you. Okay. Talk to me quickly because in case people have just tuned in right now, we're doing like a Faltzgun, brandy, gin and tonic fusion of madness of Jack Parow music. Bro, you haven't played since March.
I've played.
But okay, you've done your own
with my
thing,
full band.
But you haven't played with your full band since March.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be going crazy.
No, it is going to be fun. I've got a lot of booze. We've got those forms that the cop stamped that lets us drive. Not drunk, but
I'm going to make sure he has a driver. Yes, carry on.
And then we're giving away a bunch of cool stuff. We're having a jaw. It's gonna be like we're giving away some gin, I know, as well. And some for everyone that buys a ticket. So then they're going to draw for some Fallies, which are fucking
limited edition.
Yeah, they're pretty much sold out already. Then we're giving away some Parow brandy. I got some long hats. It's just we're just gonna be a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna have a jaw.
It's gonna be such a jaw. I know we were tossing around the idea of having a couple people here. I think we might have to do a second stream when things open up a bit more.
You guys were a bit scared.
No, I wasn't
it's so intense.
Scared. It's winter, bro. I think we need to, and it's raining on Saturday.
No, you're not scared.
We made the right decision. But listen, I think we need to do like a huge jaw here at some point.
Okay.
What do you reckon in the car park?
I agree.
I agree.
Capricorn Paul.
Capricorn Park. Listen, he's gonna make it cool. He's gonna make it cool. Okay, quick question before we wrap up. Like, I know like you can't really plan too much into the future, right? Because things are moving. But you've been doing some crazy stuff overseas before this whole thing hit. You've got your own Parafest. Parafest was coming to South Africa.
Yeah.
Like, just give me a synopsis of like where things were just before COVID-19 hit.
Well, I was gonna do my 10-year thing. This whole year was around the 10 years. So I obviously have this really cool festival that I do in Holland. Called
by the way,
Parafest.
#disclaimer. It is the coolest festival like you can imagine.
Oh, thank you.
It's such a vibe.
No, it is a vibe. I must say, I'm very thankful, and my bookers, they are really cool, and so that's it. That's really nice. Parafest. I'm bringing it to South Africa next year now because I was like, fuck 2020. It's not my 10-year. I'm moving it by a year because this year doesn't really count. It's like the fucking. It's not
the Twilight
best.
Zone.
Yeah, it's just like in the middle there. So we bring that. But one cool thing that's happening this Friday on the show, I think on Friday night, my documentary about I think it's called it's called Parafest, which is just about
from Parow to Parafest.
Yeah, is launching on box office, which is really cool. I'm really proud of it.
Wait, hold up. DSTV.
Yes.
Box office.
In there.
On there.
In the box.
That's massive.
In the box office. That is pretty cool. It's like fancy movies and stuff on next to it.
And then you're gonna have like
Batman and shit.
Batman, and then you're gonna have Parow to Parafest.
Yeah.
Fucking epic, dude. Where's the paddle? Okay, listen. Okay, that's insane. So people can watch it from Friday.
Yes.
And do they have to
on
pay
box
for it?
office?
Okay.
Unfortunately, the only place where it's gonna be.
How much does it cost? Do you know?
I think it's like cheap. It's like 25 rand or 30 rand or something
Guys,
like that.
go support. Rent this Friday. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, and then so then it will go streaming later. But it's fucking cool. It kind of follows that whole journey, and then other than that, I fucking make cock and make music. It's fun.
You make great music, dude.
Trouble and fucking.
Can I just actually quickly shout out some of your fans because there's tons of comments coming in. I'm on your page just for fun. Stefanus Johannes says, "How's it from Denmark?" That's
nice.
Cool. Have you been to Denmark before?
I have not been to Denmark.
You need to go there for Stefanus. He wants to see you. Then we've got Andrea. No, wait, I'm not.
I was at Primark once, I think.
Primark in Denmark.
In London.
Oh, in London. No, different vibe, but Denmark is a country. Okay. Andrea Lindsay. Sounds like what? Andrea. Going into the competition. How does she do this again?
Just by buying tickets.
Buying tickets. You have
for the
to
show on Friday.
Buy tickets for the show on Friday. The link is right there in the comment section. Grab your ticket and you automatically go into the draw. And you get gin and you get tonic. Or is that
not
separate
everyone?
Thing? Not everyone.
But you can win it, y'all.
You can win it. So guys, if you can, all you have to do is buy a ticket. It's like it's the easiest lottery in the world. And it's like, how much? $100. It's the price of a hamburger.
Yeah,
exactly.
You must have a little bit more brandy. I don't think we're on the right level yet.
Yo, this guy's mean. Okay, and then Brian Thompson says, Jack, when are you coming to Edinburgh? Wow, you've got a lot of international fans here.
I'm super international on the
interwebs.
Are.
You're international.
People actually ask me a weird question. Like there was a few people because obviously Howler is like a South African-based site. So people were like, "Can we watch a show in other countries?" Which I was like, "Fucking, it's on the interweb."
Yeah, like
on the internet.
Like internet is like global.
It's
like you have to be a bit.
The internet is international.
You have to.
There's like an Afrikaans show coming this weekend called Afrikaans is International, and the only reason why they called it that is because it's on the internet, and the internet is international. That's my favorite thing.
Jack
and they are giving away a 2015 Isuzu Bakkie. I was like, that's pretty fucking weird that you would give away a second-hand Bakkie from like 2015. Like, yes, sis, get it like a new Bakkie. Like, who gives away a fucking Bakkie from 2015? It's like, nee, Johan, sorry. Ons moet tickets vir die show verkoop. Ons gaan jou company car moet terugvat. Ons gaan stickers op hom plak en dan gee ons hom vir die mense. Sorry Johan, jy moet nou maar hier's vir jou fiets.
Yes,
shame Johan. Fuck it.
Sorry, I've had too much Parow brandy.
My joke's also funny. That's why you're laughing. It's not the brandy.
We have had half a bottle of this liquid.
I only had like one drink.
Sweet nectar of the gods. Yeah, I am.
Chugging
I
it.
don't drink. This is like I do not drink, and this is the influence of this beautiful man.
Classic
we see.
line though.
Classic
Guys,
line.
I don't
though.
drink ever.
Okay. Chantal Williams, do you want to
Yeah.
say hi to her? And
Is
Michelle.
that the tennis player?
No, she's she says, "Awe my sexy, perfexy, dingachi."
Very good.
And then there's somebody who says, "Tell Zander his old security in London Mick is high."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lekker.
Lovell, Michael.
He did. He was my
Michael.
security in London.
And then Roger Bush says, "Love the fellies."
He didn't have much to protect me from. He actually
Okay.
just protect me from myself. But it was no, everyone's London. Why this guy got this security guy? And who the fuck is he? No one knew, but I knew.
You
my
knew.
side myself.
Amazing. Well, Mick,
Namaste.
thank you for looking after Zander. Dean Mouton, you've got a lot of posh sounding fans, hey? These are
It's
very
Dion Maton.
Mouton.
Everything you say sounds posh. It's not the people's names.
Dion Mouton says, "Awe."
Maybe he
Awe.
says, oh.
"Oh," or "Awe," depending. Okay, dude, this is really fun.
It has.
I think you should be a permanent feature on the show. Best you not bring your bandy because it's
I've-
nice.
Okay, so I have, speaking,
Cheers.
the word from the production team is like, you should drink at least 1 glass of brandy before every show. So it's obviously been good for you.
Yeah, I'm a bit stiff normally. I'm a bit
That's
I'm a
what
bit I'm a bit
You
like
said.
Yo, dude, I don't know. I think this could be a thing. Anyway, guys, do you know I'm so honored to have this man on my couch. I love him so much. Cheers,
Lekker.
peace. Oh, that camera. There we go. I'm just so honored to have him on my couch because we only ever see each other backstage. We've had a long-standing like backstage friendship going
definitely.
on, and like I've watched you be like a little crazy dude, to be like a dad, to become like this like entrepreneur, and like
Coining that phrase, I
you've
like
done-
it.
It is entrepreneur, like Angela. It's actually Angela. I can't take all the credit, but anyway,
Very
the
good.
producer, she came up with it. You've had a really awesome journey, and I just want to say I'm really proud of you for taking the South African culture, this beautiful Afrikaans culture, and just like exploding it globally.
Thank
I'm
you.
Proud of you, man.
One of
You-
many, but I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud to be Afrikaans. I'm very proud to be from South I'm actually just really proud of being South African.
You
Like
are.
it's such a cool country we're from. It's so fucking crazy. People always fucking think it's people if everything went right. I'm sorry, I'm Afrikaans obviously.
No,
I'm
speak
I fall
Praat.
over my word. I can't pick up
Praat,
posh as
Praat,
you.
it's fine.
Dion
Matone.
Matone.
Yes.
But the nice thing is if everything went well, then
Yes.
everyone fucking move, So there has to be some cock. So
Yes, I
there has to be
agree.
some cock within the goodness.
I completely agree, dude. And I think we live in a very wild and colorful and beautiful place.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
Ja.
Ons is baie geluk.
Ons is gelukkig.
Gelukkig. Jammer. Ek het nie Afrikaans gepas nie, maar ek sal heeltemal probeer.
Pretty
Is that
good.
good?
You're getting there, yeah.
I'm getting there. Okay. Props to Jack Parow. Guys, so we're playing out with one of your songs from your B grade stream.
Thank you.
but
I'm very proud to call it B-grade.
if you know what's happening on Friday, you will know that the A team is in the house. It's going to be cinematic. It's going to be beautiful. We've got do you know Sean O'Tim? He plays bass for Jeremy Loops. He's a Chinese guy.
Oh, yes.
Amazing human being. He's literally going to be video directing you.
Oh, nice.
So we've got super talent in the house going to be doing that. And we've got the cameraman, the best cameraman in Cape Town. Cinematography. We've got all the theatrics. We've got your big blow up dolls.
Mhm.
And if you haven't, guys, by now got your tickets, don't even think about it. Just go and support South African music. Go and grab a ticket. It's going to be such a party. Starts at 9:00 on Friday night. It's going to be going till about 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Okay. And then he is going to be chatting to everyone in the Zoom room afterwards. Do you know what you're in for with that, by the way?
Yeah, fuck, I'm cool. I'm amped. I'm
'Cause
excited.
there are a lot of people going to be wanting
I
to
drink a lot during my shows, as you know, so
So
it will
the
be fun.
after Zoom room is going to
And
be
there's a
entertaining.
trampoline out inside
Yeah, we
here.
go. Well, that's exactly what happens. We go into the trampoline. We go into.
I
the
don't want to know what
trampoline.
happens here on a normal fucking
You
Wednesday
don't?
night.
You don't. You go into the trampoline on a.
And the swings.
Yeah, we'll see. All that will come out.
Is it?
It's all surprises. So he'll be on the trampoline. You'll tune in on the Zoom room, and you will be able to chat to Jack Parow live in the Zoom room. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and make it that you can request songs. I'm working on this aspect
Yes.
with how it's going to be really cool. So get a ticket if you haven't got a ticket already. And we're playing out with one of your songs. And let me just have a look at the name of Yidi Licky.
I miss.
I Miss.
I don't even have a
Before we-
script, and I
before we-
fucking.
Before we, before we end off, dude, like, because it's from your 2010 album. It's old.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Via Otis Licky. Tell me, what do you miss the most about pre-COVID?
Fuck. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you
Very
happy?
hard.
Are you happy now? Can I be
I am.
honest? I am happier now than I was pre-COVID.
I think, as I said before, I think I'm just a bit more rested than before, than pre-COVID.
But so makes you happier.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
I miss. I don't know.
Do you miss seeing your fans? Do
Away.
you miss shows?
Yes. I do miss shows. Really, I do miss shows. I think I miss that most of all. Is just probably just shows, and having a jaw and getting really drunk and causing.
Trouble.
No, not really getting drunk. That it seems like I just get drunk the whole time. But it's I do. I just miss having a jaw and hanging out with lacquer people and fucking. It's also just going like Pretoria and seeing my friends
and then Durban.
Fucking because the weird thing is like when I'm at home, my neighbors. Okay, I got a story for you. My neighbors, when I moved into my house, they wanted me to they tried to stop them from selling the house to me because they thought I was gonna be like a Puff Daddy fucking music video, getting there with a fucking bus full of fucking strippers and fucking shit and fuck up the whole neighborhood. But I'm away so much, so I fucking never party when I'm on my sleep and braai at different times.
And build pergolas. Anyway, carry on, yeah.
I've not built a pergola.
You're going to though. Yes, carry on.
Ben is gonna teach me. And then come sensei me. Pergola sensei me. But so they thought that. But the weird thing is like you fucking end up traveling so much that you make friends, like you make better friends in other towns. And because you're there and you go out there the whole time, so you kind of mixing with people the whole time, and that's what I miss. I miss actually just my friends. I miss my friends from like Backstage Hotel in Holland, and fucking I miss my friends from like
Great
Lucky
hotel.
Rodriguez in fucking
Great
Pretoria
hotel.
and Mystic Boot and Bloom, and fucking all like I just miss fucking people more than the jewels and everything. Is just like hanging out, talking cock and fucking just the jewel. But at the same day, I think it's like I'm super saiyoning. I'm like fucking transforming into like a beast that will come out once I've been so well rested and I've because fucking I started touring 10 years. I've been at it 10 years, but even before that I was already touring, so 14 years and missioning like literally like 2 shows a week. So it did get like I was kind of without me knowing. I thought that was how I normally felt, but I actually can like feel better than
find that balance.
My English is I'm fucking.
Jy kan ook Afrikaans praat, ek kan verstaan. Ek kan nie praat nie, maar ek kan verstaan.
Jy kan praat vir die Afrikaans.
Ek kan praat vir die Afrikaans. Ek kan.
Lekker.
Okay. Guys, we're going to get to the music.
You're going to do a song with me on we're going to do Cool as Ekke. You must learn it.
Ek wil.
Ja.
Ek dink is Cool as Ekke.
There we go. Perfect.
Op my tette. Something like that. Yeah, I got it. Guys, it's been so good to have this man on my couch. I'm very happy. Thank you for bringing your brandy. I mean, I think we could have finished this and given us another 10 minutes. Jack Parow, Friday here at the Good Luck HQ. Don't miss out. Grab a ticket. Do it now. Do it yesterday. Don't even wait till now. Do it yesterday. You guys have been so much fun. He's been so much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. He's going to play you out with a song from his B grade stream. Imagine how incredible he's going to be in his A grade stream. Right? It's called I Miss. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Cheers to you, dude. And cheers to the future. Can I have one of these too? No. The tribe has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, playing out on the LuckDown, the man himself. Don't miss out on the show. It's going to be insane. This is Jack Parow called I Miss. Jack.
I'm a sweet little bird in a field of peas.
clap, my boy. It's a way to catch a bird.
I miss Tito, close from Andre Cole. I miss fucking early Monday morning school song. I miss the parties when my parents are gone. I miss the days when the booze was still strong. I miss the hip high full suit bikinis. I miss Mickey Mouse shirts and polka dot minis. I miss the original Indiana Jones merch. I miss the duck from fucking telephone quiz. I miss early morning cold food rugby. I miss KFC when it was still called Kentucky. I miss the days when I thought horror movies are real. I miss my Oma City reading Danielle Steele. I miss the first Child's Plane, Jurassic Park. I miss Jake the Snake, Gold Dust and Owen Hart. I miss Ethan, Freddy and Jason Voorhees. I miss sneaking down the TV and watching late night movies. All day long. Who you gonna call? There's so much that I miss from the old days. There's so much that I miss from my old ways. Another kid, fucking raised by the 80s. Kyk, dit was nie net 'n meitie. I was raised by girls in outfits en kop toe 'n klop. Wil ek klop with tyd en kalfvoete. Dallas, Dynasty en agter elke man. Kringe in die bos en belade vir 'n enkeling. CSC Camps, CSC Kampe, Aladdin, Mufasa, Bambi en Tampa. Kayla, Swartkat en Selpo, 3 houses. No money, no sweet girls in no houses. There's a lot of stuff I miss from way back then. But I can't keep going on about way back when. Cause that's enough of that, no way, no how. Cause I miss all the shit that I'm doing right now. The whole day long by the power of Grayskull. Who you gonna call? That old goody cat. The whole day long by the power of Grayskull. Who you gonna call? Busters!
Look at the rhythm to what's happening. The coronavirus pandemic.
Yes.